Welcome to 5 Minutes. This is Dean Harrison. Dean, we were talking just then. It's 2 years since we went to, where was it, Doon Glen?
Doon Glen, yeah, just up the road.
Doon Glen, and now we're down in Laxey. We were supposed to be at the Laxey wheel, but obviously the weather has decided to stop play on that one.
Yeah, I reckon sitting at the top of the wheel today might be a bit breezy.
I was going to give you some facts about it, but it sounds like you already know a fair bit about the Laxey wheel. Tell us about it. The oldest?
It's the oldest working water wheel in the world, isn't it?
How big is it?
I don't know specific to like inches, but
how many times
it's the biggest.
Does it turn in a minute?
In a minute?
Yeah. Have a guess.
Once, twice? Three times a minute? Is that what it is?
And it pumps 11,000 gallons of water a minute.
There you go.
I might have got that far wrong. I don't know. But anyway, we're not there. We're in this shed. So just down below us is the cafe down here.
Yep.
Right beside the beach. In fact, you know what? I did a 5 minutes with your friend down here, Lee Johnston.
Today?
2 years ago. No.
Oh, 2 years ago.
So, Laxey is a great place to do this interview because it's your new home.
Yeah, it wasn't far for me to come in this morning. It's like I could just roll down the hill and I'm here.
Huge changes in every aspect of life, really.
Yeah, I've had a massive change over the last 12 months. I just said I couldn't have changed really much more unless I got a new missus. And I've changed where I live. I've changed team, bike, manufacturer, everything.
And as we record this, you literally moved in yesterday. First night on the island was yesterday.
Yes, last night was my first night living in my new house. So I moved in yesterday morning. I've got another van coming this afternoon to do some more unloading. I'm nearly there now. I got up this morning and I made a brew and it felt a bit homeless. So
did it? Already?
Yeah, I was happy. Yeah, it was good, yeah.
So let's talk about, before the elephant in the room, let's talk about the move over here.
Yep.
What made you want to move over to the Isle of Man?
Well, obviously looking out today, like looking a little bit rainy, but no, yeah, probably not the weather, but no, just look out the window. Why? I can actually, from my bedroom window, I can see this harbour.
Can you?
Is it
you
called,
live on the top?
It's called Pinfold Hill, you call it? Just there, is what you call it, I think. It's a Pinfold Lane's just in front of my house. There's Crikey Quill Road here, I think, and Pinfold Lane here.
Yeah, that's a little
Well, anyway, so out of my bedroom window or the conservatory, I can see the harbour here and all the bay.
Oh, mate.
It's
nice.
nice.
In the summertime when it's nice?
Yeah, it'd be lovely.
There'll be no better place.
Exactly. Waking up this morning, opening the curtains and looking over Laxey Harbour or Bay was slightly better than opening the curtains in Bradford and opening. Do I need to go any further?
No, leave that one there. Has it been a move that's been on the cards for a while? Because I remember I spoke to your wife. Is she your wife? You married?
No, just partner.
All right, partner. Mrs.
Yeah.
I didn't want to say Mrs. It sounded too rude. Yeah. Your missus.
Yeah.
Last year, and she's at the TT, and she said, "Oh, we're thinking about moving."
Yeah.
And then bang, here you are.
Yeah, exactly. Well, a lot of people say, "I'm thinking about it," and obviously, I think people probably thought, people just say that.
Yeah.
But no, I'm here now. This is my fixed address where I spend most of my time.
Do you think it's going to be an advantage being here now on the island?
Not to racing, no. I think I'm too far down my racing path here to sort of get any sort of, extra information of the track and things like that.
Yeah.
I think I've already got to a good level where you just need to ride the track on the bike now. But I think the advantage comes from me and the family is why we've moved here, really.
So during TT week, for instance, will you
I'll
still...
go home.
So you'll not go into the paddock?
I will, to get on the bike, and then when I get off the bike, I'll go home.
Well, let's see, there'll be no caravan in there or anything like that? You'll not feel like you need to be in there?
No, not at all. No. The bonus for me is I'll be able to get up in the morning, have my own breakfast in my own house.
That'll be a bit surreal though, won't it?
Yeah, it'll be nice though, won't it? And I'll be able to go to bed in my own bed at night.
Yeah, that'll be pretty good. Yeah, fair
Because I know you can travel places and you go to nice hotels and you do things, but I still don't think you can beat getting in your own bed.
You can't. You absolutely can't. And how do the family feel about being here? Are they embracing it?
The kids are running wild. They've got a garden to play in, and it's fine. Yeah.
It is. I spoke to a lot of people here that have got kids. I don't think there's a better place to bring kids up, really, is there?
I think Laxey School's just up the hill here on the left, so they'll both start there on Monday.
You excited?
Yeah.
Nice.
That's it.
All right. Well, that segues us nicely into your new school term.
Yeah, really, yeah, exactly. Yeah.
So we've gone from green to red.
Yep.
Where do we start? Let's look back, I guess, over your time with Dow.
Yeah, we're a long time. I we were Dow racing for 8 years, I think, in total, but obviously 2 were COVID, so 6 racing seasons, I just say. We had a great time together. It's a great team. They've built great bikes. I got to a point in my career where this opportunity came along, and I think I had to take it. Yeah. I think to keep pushing, moving forward, maybe it was just something that, sometimes you need a fresh start, or like I say, you need a bit of a kick up the arse. I think this is what I needed just to keep me moving forward almost. I was getting good results with Dow and things like that, and that's it. The team were fantastic. the opportunity to go ride at a factory Honda bike, I don't think anybody, in no matter where in your race gear, can turn that down, because opportunities don't come like that every day.
No.
And if, let's say, a 45, 50-year-old had said, you know what, I've had enough of racing the Isle of Man in general, and I want to hang my levers up. If I looked back and went, oh yeah, I offered the factory Honda ride, but I didn't take it, I think you'd be kicking yourself.
Oh, 100%.
So it was just something I had to sort of take with both hands and that's it, keep hold of it really and sort of get the head down.
So 28 races, I think you had 21 podiums.
Yeah, but I think that's a good, well, I think 21 podiums, what's that? We've got 2 TT wins.
Yeah.
We've won Ulster Grand Prix, podiums at North West, everywhere, we've had success nearly everywhere we've been. So I just think it was a great sort of time. And I know what I just said, you'd never know, I might ride for him again in the future, you just don't know, because I didn't want to leave on bad terms, left on good terms. They're still friends now. I was speaking to Somai at the weekend, so no, it's just something that I just think's nice and new to get on a new bike. Plus, when I mean new bike, the Kawasaki was obviously a fantastic motorbike, but it's the same bike.
Yeah.
There's just like new parts come for it. Whereas Honda have brought out a brand new Fireblade.
Yeah.
It's a new motorcycle.
That you've never ridden.
No one's ever ridden that. I went to Portimao the other week and I got to ride the road bike on the track before they come out. Do you know, things like that. There's a brand new CBR 600 that I get to race in the super sport races. That's a new motorbike. For me, it's refreshing to be able to try and develop a new bike. Yeah. It's something that sort of spurs me. I think, oh, that's cool, that's new, and you're working with new people and new things. It's nice to bit of fresh start.
I suppose when you look at the Kawasaki, it had been tuned, I guess, for want of a better phrase, to the end of its life. Like there was not much more you could get out of that bike. But with the Honda, you're starting like almost at the base level and starting probably as good as where that Kawasaki eventually got to.
Well, hopefully, so exactly. Obviously, don't get me wrong, the Kawasaki's not a bad motorcycle
100%.
At all. They're all good bikes, but it's just, I felt that where I got to it, I was almost peaking in myself. Yeah. So I thought, you know, do I need a change to try and take the next step? So that's what we've done. And now I'm wearing red. So
I know a lot of people, I don't know if you look on Twitter, if you read social media, stuff like that, a lot of people had said kind of the same thing there. You're almost taking a knife to a gunfight with the Kawasaki. Yeah, I think it's a bit strong, but all right. I know what you're saying, but no, I didn't say what you're saying. Maybe like a pistol to a gunfight, whereas everyone else is rocking, machine guns. Yeah, I know what you mean. Yeah, well, hopefully now I'll turn it with a rocket launcher. Well, that's it. Yeah, you're kind of putting yourself out there to progress now. Well, yeah, I want to progress. That's the thing as well. I'm not old enough yet, I think, where I can just sort of think, oh, that's it now, but that's it now. I still feel like the trajectory can still keep going up. Yeah. For me, so that's why I'm chomping at the bit to do new things, new team, new bike, and things like that to make the whole thing move forward. So how has the transition been from what is not a factory bike or factory team, but it is much more of a family-based team, to going into something like the Honda factory where it is much more corporate? You have to toe the line and you have to. People say that. Do you know, I'll toe the line. I don't do it wrong anyway. I'm quite a sort of chilled out sort of guy. I said so. I've got it there. I feel like I fitted in straight away. I went to Donington the weekend, did my fastest ever lap time at Donington in the wind on the bike straight away. So I feel like I was in a good position with the bike from the off. So if I can carry on with that, I think we'll be in a good position come June. That bodes well. Yeah, exactly, yeah. And everyone in the team's great. The crew chief, with a guy called Lee Machin, great bloke. He was sort of he's getting the most out of me, the most out of the bike. The two lads, is Ryan and Baz at Spanner, two great lads. It's good to work in, I don't know, a team like that, you know. It was quite strange at first. We went to Andalusia on a test, and there was people everywhere. And they're almost a bit like a rabbit in headlights at first. I was like, and when you don't know people's names, you're like, his name. And you felt a little bit ignorant. But then at the weekend at Donington, where everyone had their own specific bike, you work with your own people, and we sort of were a little bit more dynamic, is maybe the word. Yeah. And I felt good and comfortable. So will that be the team that you take to the TT as well as riding short circuits, or will that team? Yeah, I think it'll be slightly different, but it's still the people who are coming. I know that's there, so it'll all work quite well. Yeah. So in terms of the run up to the TT now, obviously as of recording this, we're a month and a half, 2 months off. Yes. The TT. How will your build-up go from here now? I'm straight to Spain this weekend. Spain, Saturday for Navarra. We've got test Tuesday. No, in myself and everything the same. It's just getting the riding in now. So I've got Navarra test next Tuesday, Wednesday, I think Thursday morning. Then we've got Saturday, Sunday, first round of BSB. Then I think we're to Alton Park, I think, after that. Then straight to the northwest. Do you think you've got enough time between now and then to to get comfortable with that bike? Because
yeah, I do.
jumping on that Kawasaki must just feel like an old pair of slippers.
It did.
Every
I said
time.
that. Like when I first got on the Honda, the bike was so different, but not in a bad way. Just different. You know, the way the team works, the way everything on the bike works was just new to me, and it just took a little bit of. You almost need to ride the bike for a day or two, and then just go away for a few days, and just let that process and sink in.
And then jump back on it.
And then get back on, and you'll take the next step, which I felt like I did when I got to Donington. So I'm hoping to do the same when I get to Navarra next week.
So there's no fear of getting on the TT start line and this bike still feeling pretty alien to you.
No,
feel.
I think as I finished Donington that weekend, I think I could set off now.
Really?
Yeah, it felt good. Yeah.
I mean, so what are we hoping for at this year's TT?
Obviously, more podiums and wins.
It's a stupid
really.
question.
Yeah, exactly. You want to try and win, don't you? That's the worst way we all want to be. And then obviously podiums would be a bonus as well.
I mean, and then in terms of the island, what are you most looking forward to seeing around the island now you live here?
To be honest, there's not a lot I probably haven't seen. I've seen quite a lot of it. Obviously, I've been here for that many years. Over the years, I've spent a lot of time here anyway. But I'm enjoying being able to leave my enduro bike in the garden. It's still be there when I come back. That is the most exciting thing.
Pleasure, Dean.
Cheers, mate. Thank you very much.
Thanks, sir.
Cheers.